know everything. And will the world know everything in this next season?
Yeah, a lot of this information I found out today, but yeah, the whole world knows. It's no longer Seattle, it's new Seattle. I always tell people I look forward to the Comic-Con conventions, because we get to find out a lot of new information along with things. So it's like, new Seattle. Good to know. It's awesome.
I can't believe you didn't know that.
No, we didn't know. They do put like there's talking points and little things here and there, but there's a lot of information we don't know. We don't know. But I didn't know that. So it's like, well, that's great. So I guess what the information is, the city is now walled up. The government put this wall around Seattle so no one can actually come or go. And there's also a shortage of brains in Seattle, in New Seattle, that's what it's called now. And you also have a refugee crisis, I guess, because you have people who are trying to break into Seattle, who have like terminal illnesses, trying to get into the scratch. And it's also against the law to scratch you. So this season gets very, very political in that sense. Also, every detective now works with a zombie. Everybody realizes I have not been solving crimes by myself. I've been doing it with the assistance of a zombie. So now everyone has to work with a zombie to solve human cases and not zombie cases. I don't think, but there's another faction that does it. Yeah, I was like, wow, who knew? Season 1, who knew? I didn't. But I think it's awesome.
You mentioned at the panel about Clive being for Dale in the same way he's been there for a live. Do you think they have a better chance of making the human zombie thing work than maybe they've had in the past?
I think it's and I think it's going to be a kind of because it is kind of a similar dynamic with that, with one being human, the other one being zombie. Thank you, I appreciate it. Thank you. But I think I was told that they're still trying to work it out. In terms of intimacy, they're trying to figure that out. I guess Dale can. It's an open relationship. So Clive is he's allowed to be with humans, and she can be with zombies. And so they're trying to work out that, and whether or not they do that, or we'll have to find out. I don't know.
Okay, thank you. It's going to be. I read that there will be a human group that is against the new sort of
Yeah, I don't know how involved Clive is with that. I have a feeling he will. Just because his girlfriend is a zombie and his partner, his good friend Liv, is a zombie. So I'm expecting Clive to get involved with that somehow. And obviously that wouldn't have anything to do with the cases. That'd be something they'd be doing on the side. It's like figuring out the total Reed case that was the case that went through the entire season this last year.
Isn't it kind of interesting to be on a show that seems to reinvent itself each season, and there's always something new and interesting going on because it's not just procedural. So it's like really interesting to get those scripts and
it is. I'm like, I don't know how they do it. I'm like, Rob, they got the hardest jobs. I'm like, how did y'all figure this out? But I'm happy it's your job and not mine. I don't know. It's so it blows my mind every time I get a new script and to see where it goes. Even with them letting Clive in, that changed things so much. And it added layers to Clive. And these are things I didn't know about Clive either. I didn't know he was into Dungeons and Dragons and The Flash, and there was this elements of him. He wanted to be a dad, to Wally. I didn't know anything about that. So the fact that they open up the world, the more the world opens up, is the more characters and what they've gone through and what they will go through and what they've previously gone through opens up. So it's been fun who knew? I love it. I love it.
And does the constantly changing environment affect how you affect how you portray your character?
Yeah, well, at least they allow Clive to be honest in those particular situations. You know, I think they were worried that we were going to lose the Clive faces, the Babylon faces, if he knew what was going on. But Clive is a professional. He's at work. And so even with him knowing that Liv is a zombie and Liv is eating brains to help, and she adapting these personalities, he still expects some sort of professionalism, you know, in terms of solving these cases. So whenever she gets caught up in her personality, he's going to react in an honest way, which is very, very similar to the way he reacted when he had no idea that she was a zombie. So, yes, but you know, Clive, he has a lot of adapting to do this season based on the things I'm in.